Hello, everyone. Welcome to Pencil and Sword, the online writing workshop. My name is Arkudel, and what this project is, it's a graduate project for Plymouth State University, where I'm a graduate student. Our goal here is to develop a strong online writing community via Twitch, and kind of write together to improve each other and ourselves as writers. Hello, everyone. So I'm super happy to have you here. Pencil and Sword, the online writing workshop. Hang on, real quick. I managed to have myself echoing. That's not very cool. Tonight, we're going to continue the theme from yesterday. Yesterday, we wrote about the idea of resistance. Resist. That's a huge theme in America right now, and not just America, but the rest of the world. Tonight, I want to write with you all about the idea of tolerance. And this too is a big theme. We need to work on this. We need to talk about this, not just as writers, but as people. So, what I would love for you guys to do tonight. Hey, Mr. Alex, how are you? Good to have you here, and thank you for the host. So, tonight we're going to talk about the idea of tolerance. So, if you would be so kind as to take some, we'll say 25, 30 minutes, I'd really love for you to develop an idea of tolerance. I'm doing great, Mr. Alex. Um, I just finished my morning class and I'm ready to do my stream. I'm pretty excited about this theme. Personally, I'm going to try to do a short story as opposed to an essay like yesterday. But you're welcome to do, if you'd like to join us with writing, you're welcome to do anything you'd like, a poem, a short story, um, scribbles on a piece of paper. It's all writing as far as I'm concerned. We'll come back and I'll be here if you have any questions. That goes for everybody. Uh, if you need any inspiration too, just ask. And I'll be working over here, but I can see everybody's chatting. So let's do this. I'll put on some music for us if that helps you guys. If it doesn't, you can just go ahead and mute me, which is cool too. Uh, let's try doing some of this. You'll have to excuse me. I'm coming down with a little bit of a cold. Um, but we'll get better. So let's do it. We'll say 25 minutes. Theme is tolerance. Let's go. Thanks for the host, Revi Shaz. I have no idea how to say. Oh, I've spelled that terribly. Sorry. Began with an Archaeopteryx, an ancient bird. Hello to those of you just joining us. Right now, we're writing along the idea of tolerance. You're welcome to write a short story. You're welcome to write about intolerance. You're welcome to write about anything that this brings up in your mind. Poem, story, essay. And what I'd like to do is in about 20 minutes, I'd like to come back and share our pieces together as a way of building community and building awareness of this idea. So please join us. It's not too late. Even if it's just 5 minutes left and you just want to write like a quick sentence or quick thought down. Afterwards, you're going to have the option of pasting your story into my chat or pasting it into my Discord, which is down below, or even joining my Discord and sharing it yourself, because I love hearing writers share their pieces. Whatever makes you feel comfortable. Bless you. Let's keep working on this piece. That's okay, Mr. Alex. Yeah, absolutely. If you come up with anything in your own time or your own thoughts, please share it. And you can send it to me either way. I have some links down below too. And I'd love to read your piece. I'd love to hear you read your piece. Well, thank you so much. Really appreciate that. And yeah, go get some rest. It's pretty late for you. And come join me tomorrow. I'll be here. I'll probably be here about an hour earlier than I was today. That kind of depends on uh, my schedule too, but uh, hopefully we can meet up and see what you come up with. Thank you so much, and thank you again for the host. Fantastic. Me too. No, no disturbance. Um, have a good night. Where to go from here? Shift that around a little bit. It'll take about another 6 minutes. You don't have to finish up what you're working on. I won't finish up mine. It's something that we continue to develop over and over and with time. How we doing, everybody? let's take a break here. Go ahead and finish up any ideas that you have. Um, here in a second, I'll share my piece, and if you're interested, please, by all means, tell me that you'd like to share your piece, and I'll give you an opportunity to do so. Again, you can join my Discord and paste it in there, or you can also join my voice in Discord. Right now I'm in the general channel, so you're welcome to come in and share your piece live. I would love if you did that. Or you can post it piecemeal over in the Twitch chat. It has a limit of like 150 characters, so you kind of have to break up your piece by little bits, which is annoying, but if you're willing to do that, that's very cool, because you can see over on the right side of my screen, I have your chat up there, so it'll kind of be a permanent piece of my video, which is very cool. Well, let's see. Tonight, the theme is tolerance, and I wrote about tolerance from my perspective. In my case, much like the Vicky in my story, I grew up really poor in a kind of economically depressed area of New Hampshire. If any of you have been up above the notch, which is around the center of New Hampshire, you'll see it's a sad area sometimes. It's not many jobs, not many things, but even there, there's a lot of intolerance towards people who have less. And I mean, this is how I process things. I'll probably in my next piece I'll write about tolerance in the sense of being a foreigner living in a foreign country. We'll see. This just kind of inspired me this morning. So here's my piece. And it's not finished, but it's developing. The storm arrived in degrees. The measures of hateful words and selfish actions turned tempestuous and violent. Victoria Mellon, called by her few friends and fewer family as simply Vicky, never anticipated its arrival. Indeed, it had always been there, stirring behind her, around her, and the howling wind had rendered her blind to its significance. It began with an Archaeopteryx, an ancient bird that arrived with the dinosaurs. She was young and fascinated by the offbeat even then. While other students crafted their presentations on T-Rexes and raptors and brontosauruses and triceratops, the banalities of the dino kingdom, she lent her meticulous nature to finding the outlier and dedicated herself to that. The colors swishing across the page as she designed it after the legendary phoenix, of which she was also vaguely aware, and scrawled not blurbs but pages in her childish handwriting, describing the evolution of the creature from denizen of the land to lord of the skies. A normal student would have, perhaps, been rewarded, praised for diligence and creativity exceeding age and education level, yet Victoria was poor. Not the doesn't have her TV in her room poor, either. The live off a diet of government cheese and unsweetened juice poor that besets all too many and silences their voices. The teachers praised her, to be sure. She was awarded first place to great uproar. An emergency PTA meeting was called, and all avenues were scanned. On trial, the Archaeopteryx and its role in the dinosaur kingdom. It was Mr. Duncan, the high school biology teacher, who ended the debate to much applause. A bird is certainly no dinosaur. Evolution be damned. It was decided then to revoke Vicky's honor and award it to the second place student, the son of a prominent school board member. For her part, Vicky was too young to understand or disagree. She handed her award over to her friend and got on with the rest of her day. Vicky found herself at an impasse some years later. The children's baseball team found a comfortable place for her out in right field. Her father erupted with a mixture of anger and disappointment. It was a well-known fact, at least within his sphere of knowledge, that right field was reserved exclusively for the worst player on a team, the one destined to receive the least play and, hence, the least practice. Vicky, though, was just happy to be with her friends, even if they all got new uniforms and hers was the only one used, left over from the year before. She took comfort in the quirk. Middle school brought new experiences and new lessons. Science, her fledgling passion, meted out another blow when it came time to dissect frogs. Vicky disagreed with the practice, held that it was pointless to kill an animal to verify what was already self-evident and published ad nauseum. It was not the act of dissection itself, but rather the lack of value to be gained from the experience. A practice, she concluded, must have been born out of cruelty than pursuit of knowledge. Mrs. Duncan, Mr. Duncan's wife, and, by auspicious chance, colleague and fellow science teacher, did not appreciate Vicky's attitude. Violently so. And when Vicky staggered into the principal's office, wide-eyed with shock, and the glowing red handprint throbbing on her cheek, she was punished with 2 weeks' worth of detentions for incurring such wrath from such a venerable teacher. This story, if I continue to develop, will kind of track Vicky's life. The other pieces of her storm. There are parallels to my own life. Some of the disappointments I've experienced. I'm not saying I was a perfect student, but I did get screwed a couple times, and I assume it's back then I didn't realize, but now as an adult and looking back at those experiences, I know what happened. We're all human, and unfortunately, it was my turn in the barrel. But I learned from it. So that being said, would any of you care to share your pieces? Okay, Easy Beasy says she would like to read. Okay, not read. She wants me to read. So where is she posting it? I live in a scary world every day. Scary things happen to me at any time, anywhere, without warning. It's like living in the danger zone. When I walked into my room, some existence scares me off. When I blow dry my hair, unexpected voice makes me jump. What kind of psychic phenomenon that would be? That's my husband. Hey, that's me. My lovely husband hides himself somewhere, waiting for me to enter the room to scare me like a child. I do that sometimes. I'm a bad person. She's a little jumpy. On top of that, I tend to be jumpy, there we go, about everything around me, and he knows it. Even though he doesn't mean to scare me, I'm always startled all of a sudden. I need to tolerate this annoying husband. I'm gonna cry. I love him to death, and actually I appreciate him because he makes me laugh every day by doing the cute pranks. No one else can do it. I love him. Oh, it's very sweet. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Does anybody else out there have any piece they'd like to share? If not, that's okay too. No? Well, that's okay. Um, we have a little bit of time left. Let's take our last 15, 20 minutes together. Let's try to write a poem. I know, poetry. It's okay. It's just something that we can do in a few minutes. So let's try to write a poem under the theme of tolerance. Let's give it a shot. I'll throw back some music. Let's see. Anything good over here? I have no idea. I have a whole list of music, but we'll try that. Tolerance poem. Yes, very creative. Go me. I'm a hero today. Whence the wind blows to fog-shrouded shores and mountains that block the sun. And the wind blows to fog shores. Sun. Whence the wind blows to fog-shrouded shores, mountains that block the sun. Wandered the world. Journey begun. whence the wind blows to fog-shrouded shores and mountains that block the sun. Wandered the world, the journey begun. Map unfurled his destiny with thunderous flows. Lost in the shallows of war. Skies live. Trying to follow my rhyming scheme. Something that rhymes with hope. To carry the fragments of hope, a screaming banner of stars stretching across the night skies, striped with bars as the dawn. The hope. Marshall. I'll stick with that for right now. Pretty harsh criticism. If you guys have something, by all means, please let me know or finish up whatever your ideas you're working on. Again, I'll share my piece. Again, it's just a short little poem, you know. You guys saw me write it in about 10 minutes. Let's look at it. I did put in a little bit of a rhyming scheme, a kind of unfolding rhyming scheme. I like how it works. It's a little bit childish, I have to work on it. But let's see. From whence the wind blows to fog-shrouded shores and mountains that block the sun, wandered the world, the journey begun, a map unfurled as destiny roars with thunderous flows. Home lost in the shallows of war, to carry the fragments of hope, a streaming banner of stars stretching across the night skies, striped with bars as the dream dies, unable to cope with what it stood for. I wrote this thinking of the refugees. I wonder what it means. It upsets me, unfortunately. That being said, keep it, think about it. Anybody else like to read a piece? Yes, no, maybe so? Or, again, I can read your piece for you. I'm happy to do that. Okay. Easy Peasy wrote a simple poem. I see it in your heart. Just let it go without regrets. I've got your back until the end of time. Powerful. Well done. Okay. Well, I do want to say thank you to everybody who joined us today. Even if you're just watching, it's cool. I'm back here almost every day. And what we do is we do a little bit of writing together under different topics. This week we're doing a lot of like resist stuff and tolerance and justice and these kind of ideas that are really at the forefront of my own thinking as well as the thinking for what's happening in the world. You're welcome to join in, write with us, share a little bit. If you'd care to. Just like with Easy Busy, I'm happy to read your pieces for you. Or you're welcome to join into my Discord and share them yourself, because again, I love hearing that. With that set aside, we'll wrap up for today. Thank you guys. I hope I see you tomorrow. Have a fantastic day. I'll see you then.